F122 probably has the most major updates I've seen in an F1 game to date. With F123 probably nearing the finishing stages of development, I don't think many new features are planned to be added. So this is more my wish list for future F1 games whenever they come out. Preferably for F124. I do wish that some are already on the way though, because the community has been asking for a while. So let's begin with the more plausible or possible features to be added, which for number 1, we have visual car customization. I think it's time our cars look a little more personal. With the new regulations, we are seeing that every car in the grid looks completely different from one another. Now we can tell which car is which by just looking at the silhouette, but the FOM car has always looked so ugly. So please, give us the ability to change the look of the car's nose, rear wing, and side pods. Plus, it would be cool if there was a different rear wing for certain setups, such as high downforce, which includes a bigger rear wing when the slider is at a certain percentage, or low downforce with something like the slim Monza wing when we select low downforce. We might need something between Monza and regular maybe. I don't know. Anyway, secondly, better livery customization. We need shapes, custom sizing, and custom positioning of sponsors. EA, with their love for money, can even make it cost money with the in-game credits, as pointed out by Ereva, and that would actually give us more of a reason to even consider using the credits. Now at number 3 is one that I wanted back ever since they removed it. I don't care about the supercars, especially since we can't race them, which everyone finds confusing. But bring back the classic cars and all of that good stuff. Now, sure, many of us were not using them, but we still exist, and we were able to race them online. Going from that, I want the alternate layouts back. Man, sometimes it seems like F1 2020 really was the last of the good ones, because those alternate layouts, though I only used one of them, hey, it gave us something new. So I would like more alternate layouts, and obviously, the biggest thing, more tracks. If F1 Life is improved, add more to do, such as the ability to walk around your space. Actually, no. Just get rid of it because no one asked and I never was interested. Anyways, the 6th feature I want is fully manual pit stops. I don't need to explain how it should be implemented, but if there is a concern for drivers trying to run over their crew members, make them have no collision. And for the front jackman, you can make it so that if you fail to stop, the game just stops your car automatically and the jackman gets knocked back, so you lose time, as we saw happen in real life. And you could also bring a comment from, what's the new guy's name? I forgot the new guy's name, but New Jeff. You can bring a comment from him saying something about you not driving correctly and then you need to do better next time. And then also it could bring down some team morale. I don't know. It's just an idea. So speaking of pits, for number 7, give us the ability to start from the pit lane, meaning you can change the setup after qualifying. It happens in real life, so if you call yourself a simulation, well... Also, red flags, obviously. We've been seeing quite a lot of that lately. The FIA really loves using those nowadays. But we can't forget the black and orange flag. We don't need to see that. And with that being said, I would love to have the ability to do cooldown laps. So we can do this, among other things. I just want to be in full control of my car at all times during the race weekend. I don't need the AI to take over. It's annoying. And more scan tracks, of course. Now it's time to step it up, especially if you're a simulation. I really hope those features are already in the works, because I think Lee Mather said something about that they have a LiDAR data for the new tracks. So I think they got one for Australia, Miami, and I think Spain. I'm not sure. So let's pray it's uphill from there. Now I do have a few outlandish features in mind. So beginning with number 1 of those would be for VR, since it has to be in the next game and I really hope that it is dramatically improved. But I would also like to have the feature to remove the tear-offs from the visor when it gets dirty. I know that's gimmicky, but you know, it would be immersive. Other than that, a proper drying line performance for changing weather. I don't think I'm the only one who really wants to see that in the game. This is definitely one of the more difficult features to implement properly, and to have the AI work with it on top of that, let alone making it work perfectly online. But hey, you have SMS to help a bit. And some EA devs, I'm assuming. So you're basically halfway there. By the way, GT7 now has it. So, yeah. Number 3 is podium celebrations according to how the race panned out, so that the AI doesn't always react the same way. Okay, this is enough condescending behavior to a group of developers who are clearly working hard, as making a yearly release simulator cannot be easy. And I think they are the only company that are doing this. But this harsh criticism is out of love, because I truly love the F1 games and I want them to continue to grow in realism and immersion. So this is all for this video. But actually, another nitpick. I hate the new menu system. What was wrong with a simple list? Now I have to memorize the placement of all the different settings instead of just scrolling down. And they're not even placed in a way that seems intuitive to me, with some options that may be used more being among the last, and those that we use the least be on the first column or something. I digress. I really hope that F1 23 will be the true revolution in the franchise that we all wanted, giving us more realism and immersion.